Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah, otherwise known as Sarah Says Hi here on YouTube. So I'll just get the nitty-gritty out of the way. I pretty much weigh the same as I did 1 month ago. I do keep track of my weight using Carb Manager still, even though I do not track calories or macros anymore. So today is December 12th, but yesterday was my official weigh-in for the week because I had completed 3 days of alternate day fasting. So I always wait until after my third day of alternate day fasting to do my weigh-in for the week. So just going off of yesterday's date and then going back 30 days beforehand. So this weigh-in, I was 179 pounds even, which is not too bad, I think. And then when I go back and look to see how much I weighed on November 11th, I was 179.6. Okay, so I'm half a pound lighter than I was a month ago. Now, I think that's pretty good considering we had Thanksgiving. And with Thanksgiving, I did eat whatever I wanted. Following Thanksgiving, I think I still had like a leftover slice of my apple cobbler mix that I made that was not keto friendly. It was a Gordon Ramsay recipe, and I did make a apple pie, and that was horrible. I followed a recipe off of YouTube, and it came out so bland. The pie crust didn't taste like it was cooked all the way. It wasn't sweet enough. It smelled amazing when I was cooking, but it had no flavor. It was very, very bland. But I decided to make two dishes. So I made an apple pie and then I made an apple crumble. And the apple crumble was the Gordon Ramsay recipe. So there's no pie crust with that one. But there is like flour because you use it for the crumble topping. And that one came out amazing. So I did bring home a slice of the apple crumble left over to eat. So I had like a Thanksgiving where I ate everything I wanted. The following day, I had a piece of that apple crumble, and then I pretty much went back to a normal keto diet, only I was headed straight into a progesterone building week, which meant that I was not supposed to be doing extended fasting, so no alternate day fasting for that week following Thanksgiving. And again, I was not counting calories, not counting macros. This time I only gained 4 pounds for my progesterone building week, which is pretty damn good. That is the least amount of pounds I have gained during the progesterone building week since I started it in September. I think I did pretty damn good on my own. Just, gaining the 4 pounds from not counting how many macros or calories. I did eat some carbs. I'm pretty sure that I had some apples during that week. I ate a lot of nuts. When I'm eating carbs during progesterone building, I still consider myself to be like low carb, so I don't go too crazy. Like, I'm not eating like whole grain breads or fast food. And the other thing is, I think I did pretty damn good for having my son here. He came. It was the weekend before Thanksgiving he came. So I should have been fasting that week before Thanksgiving, but I decided I didn't know how long my son was going to stay actually, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to pressure myself to do alternate day fasting while my son is here because I want to enjoy my time with him, which means sitting down and having dinners with him. So that's what I did the week before Thanksgiving. I sat down and had meals with him every day. I did maybe intermittent fasting, but I definitely had food. So I wasn't doing alternate day fasting. So my son ended up staying for another week after Thanksgiving. And actually, he was here close to 3 weeks. He just went back on Thursday. So he went back on December 10th. And the last week that he was here, I did jump back into alternate day fasting. So this last week, I did 3 days of alternate day fasting since I figured, okay, I'm over it. He's been around and there's no excuses. I need to do alternate day fasting. If anything, I knew I needed to do alternate day fasting just to maintain my weight during the holidays. And actually, if I could maintain my weight during the holidays, I'm good with that because every frickin' holiday season, I gain anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds, like most people. So unfortunately, I did not weigh myself after Thanksgiving, so I don't know how much I had gained. But my first weigh-in after Thanksgiving was December 7th. So that would have been, I think, after doing 1 day of alternate day fasting. And I weighed in at 181.4. And then my second day of alternate day fasting following that, which was December 9th, so 2 days later, I weighed the same exact weight. And then after the 3 days of alternate day fasting for the week was my official weigh-in. So, I was down 179 even. So, what is that? So I ended up losing 2.4 pounds once I did my first week back on alternate day fasting, which is not bad. I think that's pretty good. So here we are now, December 12th, and I am going to continue doing alternate day fasting. I really don't care too much about the estrogen surge for Dr. Mindy's protocol. I haven't been following that. Really, what I've been doing is just making sure that I'm not fasting during the progesterone building week and that I'm eating some carbs during that week. And honestly, I can tell a difference. For one, there's no more spotting. So September, October, for 3 months now, I have had no spotting, and I had spotting sporadically, like 2 to 3 months in a row before I began this protocol. So I will say that there is something to Dr. Mindy's protocol. So I guess you could say I have a full week of carbing up the week before my period, and that has helped significantly with the spotting. Now, I can't say for sure if it has helped with the hair loss. I still feel like I'm very thin on top. I still feel like in the shower, I do get some shedding. It's not in clumps like it was last fall, so I am grateful for that. So I will continue to follow at least the progesterone building week every month. I will not fast. I'll do intermittent fasting only and make that a carb up week because it seems to be okay. Even with gaining a few pounds during that week, I've been able to lose it. So I'm okay with that. This week, I was getting back into alternate day fasting. And since my body had now missed 2 weeks of alternate day fasting, it was so difficult to get back into routine. So the first day I had a massive headache all day long. So it's just like when you first start alternate day fasting. If you want to see my very first week of alternate day fasting recorded back in June, up here is the link for that. And it's just like a little vlog of my day. And yeah, that was horrible. So that headache in that vlog made me nauseated. I didn't get nauseated this time, but the headache was definitely there all day long, even though I was drinking LMNT electrolyte mix, which I do drink that on my fasting days. So on Sunday was my fasting day. I got the really bad headache. Tuesday was my second fasting day, and I started to get a headache, but it wasn't as severe as it was on Sunday. I did not get a headache on Thursday for my fasting day, just breezed right through it and, feeling pretty good. So today is Saturday, and tomorrow I will start my second week of alternate day fasting. Like I said, if I can just maintain through the holidays, I will be happy. I do expect to lose some more weight. So 179 right now. I expect with 2 more weeks of fasting that my prediction is that I'll be 175. I would like to get back down to 174 like I was at the beginning of November, or yeah, something like that. Or maybe it was towards the end of October. I think it was towards the end of October. I was 174. I would love to be that weight, but I'm not going to pressure myself. I'm going to do alternate day fasting the best that I can. I don't count calories. I don't count macros. It's very freeing. I cannot imagine going back to a life of counting calories and macros and my BMR and all of that. Like, no way, not going to do it. I really like the freedom that alternate day fasting has given me. I do still consider myself keto, or at least low carb, because I don't know exactly how many macros I'm eating. And I don't test my blood ketones at the moment. So I don't know if I'm in ketosis all the time. I do know that I feel pretty good. So I will continue to follow this method. One thing that I did want to mention that I have changed for my fasting days, or actually it's on my eating days following a fasting day. I've now switched over to this Now Foods, and this is the whole psyllium husks. So I was using a grounded husk powder that I was mixing in with sparkling ice, and that gets very thick very quickly, and you have to like slosh it down really quick. Sometimes I would get big old chunks like stuck in my gum line. It was really annoying. There was somebody that had commented on one of my fasting videos, I think where I talked about the diarrhea, how to stop your diarrhea. I think someone had commented that you're supposed to use psyllium husk powder. So when I did my research, there were no specifics on whether or not it should be whole husks or if it should be ground husks. So I just naturally used the ground husk. I now prefer using the whole psyllium husks. I find that it's a lot more fluffier in the drink. It doesn't get quite as thick, and I really like that. So it's much easier to drink. So I recommend that if you are doing the psyllium husk powder, I would just wait until you use up the rest of your ground powder and then order some of the whole. This is cheaper, but you're looking at using 2 tablespoons of this versus the 1 tablespoon. I was using 1 tablespoon of the ground, and now I'm using 2 tablespoons of the whole psyllium husk. But I still mix it the same way. I add it first into my cup, and then I add the sparkling ice with it. That's my update, guys, and thank you so much for being patient with me. I have not been recording any videos since my son has been here. I've been doing my side hustle, which if you're curious about my side hustle, in the description box below is a link to my other YouTube channel, and you can get more information there on what I have been doing. There's links to my Poshmark store and all of that on my other channel videos. I do want to say thank you very much. I don't want to mention the name of this person because, in case they don't want to be mentioned, you know who you are. This person had sent me some money through Venmo as a gift, and I just really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you. It makes me feel so good that people in this community really care about you and, want to see you succeed and are willing to, assist in other methods of support as well. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. It was very kind of you. It was unexpected. And I hope that you get many blessings in return for your generosity. Anyhow, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And when you do, don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that'll notify you every time that I've uploaded a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.